Hello guys, no, please don't turn off your TV screens. This is Aishwarya Ajit. Now you must be wondering why I'm dressed like this. I'm going to tell you guys in just a bit. But before anything, welcome to Sensodyne Clinical White presents Body and Mind Season 9, powered by Panadatural, pain relief partner Panadol Migraine in association with Otrivin. Now, as you can see, I look a little bit different from my usual getup, and that's because I am going to be attending my first ever Bharatanatyam class. Now, Bharatanatyam, as many of you may know, is one of the oldest dance forms, and you can see it adorned and carved across various temples in South India. So today I'm going to actually give it a shot, so watch out. Pooja, your second appearance on this season of Body and Mind. Very excited to have you back.
Thank you.
One of my earliest memories of you was from 2018. You were a radio presenter, a full-time radio presenter, and you interviewed me on your show. Since then, you've gone on to do amazing things, not only becoming a dance instructor, but also opening your own institute. Tell us a little bit about Spanda.
So Spanda started out as a dream. I've grown up here. And what I've missed most about learning dance in Dubai or learning Bharatanatyam in Dubai is a floor like this, where we can just tap without being afraid of the neighbors. So I've had this in my head from long ago that anytime down the lane, I wish to have a space where I could freely just tap and dance to my heart's content. And obviously I developed a passion for teaching along the way. And we wanted to do something like this, something very traditional, something that feels like an experience and more than a class. And that's how Spanda happened.
Bharatanatyam is one of those ancient forms, dance forms that was created, and it's a beautiful way of artistic storytelling, the intricate hand gestures and the rhythmic footwork. What would you say are some of the prerequisites for someone to learn Bharatanatyam?
See, we all have this feel, right? We need to be a certain way to attend a class. But the prerequisite to Bharatanatyam or any class at Spanda, I would always say, is a mind that is open to learning. You could have any kind of body, you could be of any age, you could be any shape, any size, anything. Bharatanatyam is an art form that's, I would like to call it something like an art form that communicates with your body. So obviously we use our hand gestures, we use the eyes, we use this, the face, the cheeks. Every intricate detail of your body is used to communicate. Like when we talk, we don't really need the hands so much. But in terms of Bharatanatyam, we cut the words and we need to say everything through the body. So we're going to learn that along the way.
Spanda is more than just a dance institute. You've got various different forms of art. This is actually an art institute. Can you tell us a little bit more?
So we have classes for Bharatanatyam, we have classes for Carnatic music, and we have classes for arts, specifically Indian traditional forms like Kerala mural painting, Pichwai, Kalamkari, all of those classes happen. Students of all age groups come by. I would say beyond the classes, Spanda is an experience. And today you're going to do that.
Yes, today I'm going to get the full Spanda experience. Very excited about my outfit. My goodness, I feel very traditional. Like I feel like a dancer already, just putting on the outfit and the bindi.
And just seeing you like that for the first time feels so much more beautiful.
If I walked out the street like this, I don't think anyone would recognize me. But I'm loving this getup. What can I expect from my first ever Bharatanatyam class?
I'm sure you'll have fun.
At around age 6-7-year-old, I started to go learning Bharatanatyam, but due to some reasons, personal reasons, I had to stop that. My husband said there is a class here over in Alnada where I can, complete my dreams. That is where my Spanda came into, picture. My teachers, my friends, everyone helped, and last March we have performed a group dance where it was my dream come true.
So I've been attending classes, specifically Pichwai, taught painting classes at Spanda for around 6 months. It's almost like meditation for 2 hours a week. There's beautiful background music that's going on and the kind of focus and attention that's required. I leave from here feeling high, and it actually gives me a lot of, through the week, I feel like going back to the work, checking on it, trying to do another piece on my own. So on the whole, it's just been a brilliant experience.
So I've just attended my first ever Bharatanatyam class. I feel like I'm in a cosplay or something with this outfit. And listening to the music and being in class with the rest of the students who are far more advanced than I am, it was interesting. Definitely a new experience for me, for sure.
What did you find most challenging about the class?
In general, the whole coordination, remembering choreography is very challenging for me. So that would be the toughest part. But the most enjoyable part for me personally was just being in that class, trying to do the dance, watching the rest of them, the whole ambience that it creates. It's remarkable, especially for someone like me who, is not a big dancer. This was a very different experience.
In fact, a lot of people walk into our space feeling the same before they join in for classes. They all feel like, okay, maybe I'm not fit for this, maybe I'm not flexible enough, maybe I've never tried this out before and how it's going to be. They all walk in anxious, but once they experience one class is when they realize, okay, it's fun, let it just be.
How many of your students would you say compete at a professional level?
So many of them. There are a majority of them who've crossed their beginner, intermediate levels. They actively take part in events and competitions around, and we also have a lot of in-house events that we host for our students specifically.
What other forms of art do you teach here?
The one that you tried was Kerala mural painting. A lot of adults come and do that here at Spanda, primarily because it's so meditative to really just be in a class and do it. And we always play background music, so it's a whole different feel. Weekend mornings, we can see a lot of older adults come and experience Kerala mural painting. Besides that, obviously we have the basic lessons for younger children. For adults, we do Indian folk art forms like Pichwai, Kalamkari, even realistic forms like charcoals, pencil shadings, watercolors, acrylics. Arts, we have a lot of options.
Pooja, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for making me feel so welcomed in your home, and best wishes to Spanda.
Thank you so much for visiting us. We loved having you guys here.
Wow, what an experience today has been. It's definitely one for the books. There's lots more on the other side. Make sure you come right back on Body and Mind. Welcome back to Sensodyne Clinical White presents Body and Mind Season 9, powered by Pananatural, pain relief partner Panadol Migraine in association with Otrivin. Now, if you were to ask me what my favorite cuisine of all time is, hands down it has to be Pan-Asian. But have you ever heard of a vegetarian Pan-Asian restaurant? Sounds like a bold concept, but are the flavors just as bold? Let's find out. Pan-Asian cuisine, I'm sure we can all agree, is a vibrant celebration of textures, flavors, and culinary traditions from across Asia. But today, in the heart of Dubai, I found this little gem, which is probably one of the only vegetarian Pan-Asian restaurant concepts in Dubai. Sitting with me is the mastermind behind it all, Dhwani. Very excited to be here.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
Now, I understand that this is a fairly new concept. What inspired you to open up a vegetarian Pan-Asian restaurant?
So I'm a born vegetarian and my family really loves eating out, and we always found this gap in the market where when you go for an Asian cuisine, you would only end up getting very limited items.
Just the scraps and the French fries.
And sushis maybe just with avocados and some noodles. So
now you have placed in front of me a diverse range of fusion Pan-Asian dishes. I'm going to start with the salad over here. Can you tell me about this one, please?
So this is a bitter melon salad. people would never imagine that a bitter melon in
So
a
bitter
form
melon
of
is
salad.
as in the bitter gourd?
Yes.
Okay, and?
Yes. And there is apple in it. There are colorful vegetables. There is a ginger candy in it, which we do in our house. So we've tried to make it as colorful and as flavorful with our in-house tips.
Dhwani, I have to be honest with you, I'm not a vegetarian. So getting me to eat bitter gourd is going to be a bit of a task. But this salad is so delicious, very crunchy. There's sweet, spicy flavors and the candied ginger. I need to find where that sweetness is coming from. But very, very fresh concept. And I can definitely tell you that, I will eat bitter gourd from today onwards. How much of your personal background and your personal health journey is reflective on the menu?
I think you should try this first and then I can...
Okay, what is this?
So this is a smoked fresh orange juice.
Go for it. Wow, that's very fancy.
It adds a lot of flavor in and regular orange juice. So when you try it, you'll feel the cinnamon in it.
Wow. You get that sort of burnt cinnamon texture. At the same time, the orange juice is not too citrusy where it's almost a little bit sour. I think it's the perfect blend. So you were telling me about the menu.
Yes, so these habits come, the entire menu which is curated comes from my family habits. We love to eat out. We love to explore healthy food, of course, with a lot of flavors. And that's what we did with the menu. We tried to remove food colors from our entire menu. We replaced everything that was made with white flour with more multigrain millets. Also, we do not add any MSG to our food. There are no added preservatives. And the entire concept runs around the dips that we make in-house.
I want to know about the dips, but you mentioned millets not that long ago. So has that gone into this pizza base over here?
Yes, we do our own pizza base and we've used millets and multigrain to make that base.
Okay, that's interesting. Who would have thought you could use millets?
So that's what I've tried to make the pizza really, really healthy. We've used the way millets and multigrains to make our own pizza base. And 2 of our pizzas have no cheese. So we've replaced the cheese with tofu, added a lot of veggies in it. So all the pizza lovers who really crave and worry about their calories, this is the place for them to be.
At the very beginning, you said that being a vegetarian, you're upset about how whenever you order sushi, it's all avocado. So tell me about the version that you have created over here.
So this is the version which is made with palm of heart and inari and jalapenos. We have made in-house veg caviars. People talk about caviars which is not vegetarian. So we've used soya to make our own caviars. So we have multiple kinds of sushis. We use like jackfruit, we use jalapenos, we use mango, and you name the ingredient and we'll roll it in the sushi.
Now, I can't be at an Asian restaurant and not have some dim sum or some bao. And I'm going to open both of these at the same time. Oh, look at the dim sum. It's so pretty. I almost don't want to touch it. So tell us about these.
So this is the dim sum which is made with purple cabbage. It has tofus and a lot of veggies in it.
Okay.
And I would suggest you try them with the in-house dips.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the dips that you have here.
So basically, dip dash is a dash of dip in your entire food.
Okay.
And these dips are all curated in-house without any food colors, without any preservatives, without any added MSGs. And these dips and the curries that we make, you can take back home, be a master chef and cook it yourself in your version.
Okay. My wish has come true. Here is our dessert for the day.
It's called the dark chocolate fudge cake.
Dark chocolate fudge cake. Tell me about this one, Dhwani.
So this is made with almond flour, dark chocolate, and a tinge of coconut sugar. So it's for people who are diabetics, people who are vegan, for Jen. It's egg-free dessert. So you can tell me how it is.
They're very creamy. Like, I cannot tell this is egg-free or vegetarian or vegan. To me, it tastes like every other dessert. Very delicious. What would you say are some of the, your best sellers on the menu?
So the way we do salads, but not just with the greens, we pick up a vegetable or a fruit and we make salad out of it. Similarly, the noodles that we do not use white flour. We use either buckwheat or udon noodles, and then we toss them in our in-house sauces. That's how we do the noodles. Pizzas we already spoke about. We make our own breads, be it for the pizzas or for the banh mi's. Of course, the desserts are all made in-house. So everything that you're having here is 100% made in-house.
And you know what I personally like about this concept or your restaurant is how fresh the ingredients are. If you actually look at the table over here, there are a lot of vegetables used in its natural form. Very little cooking is involved.
Correct.
At the same time, the flavors are all vibrant, fresh, rich. Every dish has a character of its own. And normally after I've been to a Pan Asian restaurant, I feel quite full and bloated. I feel like I've just swallowed a jar of salt. I don't feel that so much anymore. So well done on this, Dhwani, and I'd like to wish you all the very best with your concept.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in.
Guys, 3 words: dark chocolate fudge. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say to you guys, because it's time for you to take a break, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome to Sensodyne Clinical White presents Body and Mind Season 9, powered by Natural Pain Relief Partner Panadol Migraine in association with Otrivin. Did you know that for centuries, homeopathy has been a very popular form of alternative medicine? A medical system that believes that your body is capable of curing itself. Today I'm at Wealth and I will be speaking to a very renowned practitioner of homeopathy, none other than Dr. Asher, who has treated people from all walks of life, including Bollywood. So my guest today is not only a very renowned figure in the field of homeopathy, but he's also my Dr. IRL. Dr. Asher, very excited to have you on my show.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
You know, we've always talked about this, and I do a wellness show, and I was like, why have I not had my actual doctor on the show yet?
Lovely to be here. And good you selected homeopathy to take care of your health and get out of that stress and all those issues which you used to have.
Absolutely. And who better than you to discuss this with? Because Dr. Asher, as many people know, you've spent the last 30 years of your life studying and curing people through the science of homeopathy.
Yes.
And your approach towards it is remarkable, in my personal opinion.
Thank you.
For the layman watching at home, they may have a lot of concerns, a lot of myths when it comes to homeopathy, which we consider as alternative medicine. For someone watching at home today, how would you describe homeopathy in simple words?
Okay, so the nature's law is your body heals on its own. You just need a right stimulus and changes which you can create in your lifestyle, which starts the healing. We don't need unnecessary medicines and chemicals. So once in homeopathy, when you start the treatment, the doctor always sits with you, understands your lifestyle, your appetite, your stress levels, and your overall survival mechanism. Once that is understood, we come to medicines which are usually made from plant and mineral. So once these medicines are administered, after knowing the genetic structure and the individualization of the patient or the person, when we give this minor dose of that mineral and plant, the healing process starts from within.
Doctor, I want to address some of the myths surrounding homeopathy, and one such concern I myself had. When we think of alternative medicine, and alternative medicine to us is anything that's not Western medicine that you can buy over the counter at a pharmacy store.
Yeah.
The general belief is that it is a slow healing process.
Yes.
If my foot hurts, if my back hurts, if my head hurts, my immediate reaction is to not go towards homeopathy. It's to go and buy an over-the-counter painkiller.
Yeah. So the proof is you. You know how fast it works.
Yes.
With all your aches and pains, how fast it works. So this is a myth. People go to a homeopath when they find there is no alternative. No, that's wrong. When you go to a homeopath, first thing is if you have an acute problem, it can be managed within hours, whether it be fever, cough, cold, anything. When you make the disease or suffering chronic, which is going on since a long time, you are a long time into a stress and high cortisol levels, naturally to reverse you and bring to normal equilibrium will take some time. And that's the reason homeopathy is said to take time to cure. It is not that way. It is how quickly you go to a homeopath the homeopath will give you faster results than any other pathy.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the consultation of homeopathy because it is one of the most intense consultations that you will ever have. So speaking from my personal experience, I was speaking to one of your associates and we had a good 2-3 hour long chat where we spoke about childhood traumas, relationship with family, relationship with children, how are you at your workplace, how your personal relationships, etc., which I thought was quite invasive. And I thought to myself, how many people would really sign up for this? Because it is a lot.
Every person is different and every person's medicine is different. So for example, for fever or infection or allergies, I may give you one medicine. I may not repeat it for any other person because that plant genetically resembles you. So to identify that plant or mineral which is going to suit you lifelong to heal you from all those chronic problems, all those ailments which you are suffering takes time. And we don't only give medicine, but we also tell you stay away from this cause because this is your vulnerability.
So it's not just your physical well-being, but also your mental and emotional.
Yes, so it's psyche. I will again repeat this is very important. The psyche and the mood affects your brain. That brain, which is controlling that organ in your body, which is getting affected because of that stress, is something what has to be taken care. So the psyche, if treated, the brain gets healthy. The brain gets healthy, the organ gets healthy. So it's a holistic science.
Doctor, in your 30 years of experience, what is it about homeopathy or about some of the ailments that you've been able to successfully, permanently cure that has surprised you the most?
Okay, it's a big list, but I can list out few things. Very common in Dubai, I see people have allergies and they keep on popping in antihistaminics so that you don't react to the environment. But histamines are your friend. They are protecting you from the unnecessary allergens going in your body. So you react, you sneeze and cough, that is phagocytosis. This is first line of defense. And the antihistaminics suppress that. So when we understand this, we can cure the allergies from the root cause, not allow him to overreact or his body to overreact in this situation. If it is arthritis, a lot of people I've seen knee problems. Knee, what do you do with your bones and knee? You climb the stairs of your success. And when you are stuck up, you're not able to climb the ladder of your success and your stress. Diabetes, it is called as resistance conflict. You go on popping medicines, the sugar keeps on increasing because you are into the same pattern of resistance in your life and stress in your life which you're going through, and you are not able to come out. Naturally, the body is going to make more sugar, and then you take medicines to reduce the sugar. The sugar is coming to help you, give you energy for working, and you're not able to cope up with those situations. And then you keep on popping medicine, not realizing you have to get out of those situations which are giving you resistance, conflict, and increasing your sugar rather than taking pills. This is what we do by counseling and giving homeopathic medicines, which we can reverse diabetes. So it is diabetes, thyroid, allergies, arthritis, blood pressure, ADHD, autism. All these things can be managed. Cancers, tumors, warts.
So, Doctor, speaking of climbing the success ladder, I know that you're not just any doctor, you're a bit of a celebrity doctor in India because you have a lot of clientele from Bollywood. I'm not expecting you to name drop, but who would you say, is another way of asking, are some of the greatest believers of homeopathy in Bollywood?
Yeah, so after COVID, it's half the Bollywood who takes medicines from us. But I can say Akshay sir, who is the most fittest of all the Bollywood celebrities, he even believes this idea of Germany medicine and homeopathy, and he is a strong believer in homeopathy, and he spreads this word across Bollywood, and now most of them are taking homeopathic medicines and they avoid all other conventional medicines.
Okay. Doctor, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to have my consultation with you off camera after this, but it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much and keep doing the good work.
It's a pleasure, mine too. Thank you.
While homeopathy may have the answers to most illnesses, nothing quite beats Panadol migraine when it comes to instant relief to tackle migraine. Migraine symptoms may vary, but often start on one side of the head, along with pulsating or throbbing pain. This can be combined with nausea, vomiting, and sensitivity to light and sound. Panadol migraine contains acetylsalicylic acid, paracetamol, and therapeutically active caffeine. It relieves minor aches and pains due to headache, cold, arthritis, muscular aches, sinusitis, toothache, and premenstrual and menstrual cramps. That's all on this episode, but our quest to showcase a fitter and healthier lifestyle continues. Make sure to tune in same time next week only on Body and Mind.